Welcome back to School of Golf. If you want to rip that first drive of the season right down the middle, who better to emulate than Jack Nicklaus? And if you want to learn the secrets to his swing, who better to teach you than the former lead instructor for Nicklaus Flick Golf Schools, our very own Martin Hall.
Blair, thank you. Yes, working for Jack Nicklaus and Jim Flick was one of the great pleasures of my life, no question about it. Got to spend quite a bit of time with the Golden Bear and the people that surrounded him. Obviously, anytime Jack spoke, it was wisdom, always. Now, one of his right-hand people, Eric Veyu, who is now the director of golf at the Bears Club, Jack's home course, he used to caddy for Jack, and he said, when Jack was playing really well, he had a particular feel, and I want to talk about that feel. Now, I want to stress to you, it was a feel, not a reel. But the feel was that the left shoulder, the lead shoulder, and the club head were moving at the same rate of rotation, the same RPM, through the hitting area. Now, how can I show that, and why does that matter? Well, let me show it to you first. So I'm going to just set up right here, and I'm going to use the club tracer. And you'll see as I go through here that the lead shoulder and the club head are moving at about the same RPM. That's nice and steady. It'll be a sort of a gradual closing of the club face. Let me show you what a lot of people would do. A lot of people, again, if I can have my tracer in, a lot of people would do something like this. They might have the club head moving fast and the left shoulder not moving, or the lead shoulder not moving very quickly. Or they might do this. If we just had another one, they might do this one. They might have the lead shoulder going very, very quickly and the club head lagging horribly behind. That's no good at all. To really optimize this, I'd like to show it to you from overhead, if my director can show from overhead, because you really see here, I think we're good to go. And you'll see here the rate at which the lead shoulder is turning. Stay there. That's a beautiful picture of the arc that the head of the club must make, but also the arc that the lead shoulder must make. Let me show you the worst one you can have if we just go back, and then I'm going to hit some golf balls. The worst one you can have, if we can have one more set, please, from the director. Here we go. So the worst one would be when the club head's moving a lot and you can see the lead shoulder hasn't really moved at all. I see that all too frequently. Now, what can that cause? Anything. Absolutely anything. Wild hooks, big slices, hitting the ground behind the ball, topping it, generally nothing very good. Now, do I have a practical drill? That was a visual, because I love the visuals. That was a visual to get you in the right place. But do I have a practical drill where you don't have to have technical expertise or anything? I do, of course I do. And it's simply this one. And again, this would be one I use on the golf course, but I'm working on trying to have the lead shoulder and club head move at the same RPM. I will just stick the club in my chest, stretch the arms down here, and have this feeling through the ball that the lead shoulder, the hands, and the club head are moving at the same RPM. One of the phrases Jack would always use is everything in balanced proportion, nothing independent through the hitting area. It's when you're independent with the hands, you're going to be in trouble. If you're independent with the body, you're going to be in trouble. So let me see if I can put that lot together. Everything at the same PM. My feeling, it's not real, but my feeling that the lead shoulder and the club head going through at the same RPM here. And that would be just fine. I mean, it hasn't split the fairway, but it's definitely going to be on the fairway. So, look, getting the ball in play. We want it to go a long way. Of course we want it to go a long way.
Right.
But getting that feel, vital.